How you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you, Quinn?
Fantastic. Matt, tell me, man, we're gonna be shooting down here and we've got a couple of your beautiful masterpieces in your fleet. Introduce us to us all, man. Let's talk about this KW first.
This is a 1995 L model, flat glass with an Aerodyne on it, Aerodyne 1. Owned the truck since, I don't know, 6-7 years ago or so. Truck's got a 600 horse cat in it, C15. It's got a 13 speed behind it. It's got 355 rears on it. It's a 300-inch wheelbase truck. I run flatbed steel with it, oversized stuff, long beams, crane beams, wide plate, long stuff. You know, we haul extendable trailers.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
So, man, you know, I've been chasing you, man, for a while now to get an opportunity to shoot this truck, and man, not just this, but your cabo is the one that has a whole lot of people's attention right now. It's got a lot of world of fame. Tell me about that, because we're going to shoot this truck in a little bit. So tell me a little bit about it now, and we're going to get, when we pull it over there, we're going to talk a little bit more in front of it.
Truck is a 1985 Peterbilt 362 cab over. It was bought originally from the East Coast by Freddie Wolf. His family was into hauling household goods. It originally was a truck that was a double eagle show truck. In '85, they had put a double eagle bunk on it.
Okay.
When I talked to Freddie, he used to get in it, you know, 4 or 5 other guys, and they'd run from the East Coast out to the West Coast, unload, reload, and come back.
Gotcha.
I bought the truck out of Cincinnati, Ohio. It was made into a single axle then. It still had the bunk on it. It's got a 400 B model cat in it, 15 speed, and it's on 336 rears with a 2013 Peterbilt clip on it.
So now you took the big bunk off of it and turned it into a absolute stunning work of art, guys. And we're gonna do a little bit of footage, and we're getting ready to go over and do the shoot now. But I'm saving that as a surprise for you. That's why we're sitting in the KW doing the talk about it. But when you see it in about 30 seconds, it's one of the baddest rigs rolling on the road right now. So Matt, what do you do with the big cab over?
I haven't done anything as of yet. When I started to build it, you know, you'll see that it's got some wheelbase on it. It's because we haul 100, 110 foot, 120 foot long beams, crane beams, piling beams, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I haven't done much with it right now. We've taken it to some shows, really only 2 shows, but we've done 2 shows with it, and we've done great at both of them. You know, it's just something that we put together, and you know, we're going to show it a little bit. And like you said, it's hot right now, and everybody likes it, and I love it. You know.
Absolutely. So guys, we're going to let Matt get ready. We're going to go over to our next location, and that's when I'm going to reveal the truck that's got everybody's gaga-ing right now. So Matt, let's go move these big babies around and spotlight the star of your fleet.
Thank you.
Guys, this is Quinn. I'm down here in Kankakee, and I've got my buddy Matt, who I have been chasing for over a year now. Like we were talking before, man, we finally got the Big Pete here, and we're doing some shots and stuff, man. We all over the place down here. Got some beautiful scenery down here. Matt, man, thank you again for giving us the opportunity. You got your trucks down here. I want you to tell the audience a little bit about this particular Peterbilt, man, that we've been shooting all day. What year is this?
1985 one.
85. And this cab over is one of those historic cab overs, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of history behind this truck, and those of us that know this truck know that when it had the big bunk on that, Mr. Wolf had this, and it was a showstopper, and now you've converted this into a even bigger showstopper.
Yes, sir.
Tell us that transition. How did you come about finding this truck?
I was on Craigslist one night, laying in bed with my wife, and I come across the truck. I didn't know any history of the truck. I emailed the gentleman, asked him about purchasing the truck. It was down in Cincinnati, Ohio. I had purchased it over the phone. It was a single axle truck. Somebody had cut an axle and made it a single screw so that they could haul horses with it.
Okay.
So when I bought it from the gentleman, it was he had taken it from a horse to actually hauling race cars with it. Well, I had bought the truck, went down there, picked the truck up, then come to find out after I had posted it, I was going to sell the sleeper. It come out that it was Freddie Wolf's truck from the East Coast, and that I guess it was known by everybody back in the 80s because it was a show truck that Double Eagle had sponsored with their cab on it or their bunk on it.
Yep.
To go to all the shows. So
Yep.
Come to find out, it had a lot of history, and some guys had some pictures of it and some stuff going down the road. And I looked it up as Van Line's truck. And if you look up Van Lines and you look up Double Eagle bunk, it pops up from the 80s on the internet.
Yes,
So
it does. Yep.
it had some history, and it. I know some people were upset that I took the bunk off of it, but I used it for my own personal deal. Of the reason I made it long and that kind of stuff is because I haul longer beams and that kind of stuff.
Now, I know you've got some really cool additions to it since Mr. Wolf had it, and I want to take a walk back here, Matt, and I want you to explain what it means.
Habits, is a song talking about, guy that had a lot of problems, addiction problems, problems with, his family and that kind of stuff. And, there was one habit that he couldn't kick, you know what I'm saying? And it was his wife, and he couldn't kick the habit of his wife. She was always there for him when he was down and out and that kind of stuff. And it kind of hits home with me because I had a lot of those problems. And if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing and having the things that I have in the family and that kind of stuff. She kind of always kept us together through the bad, through the good, through everything. She always stuck with me. So, as I was able to afford the things that I do in life, after the trucks that I built, this truck is one of them that, hey, look, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have it. So, I named it after her, and
that is an awesome tribute and very commendable of you to actually think of her like that.
Yeah.
Now, we've got this KW that you got over here too that we've been, trailing around all day today. Tell us a little bit more about that one.
It's a 95 L model Kenworth. It's got a cat in it, 13 speed on 355 rears. That truck makes me my living every day. I run a small company, but that's a truck that I personally drive all the time. My dad, from when I was a young kid, always had a picture in his bathroom that says "Poverty sucks," and
Yeah.
we've always been a family of entrepreneurs. We've never worked for anybody else but ourselves.
Okay.
And so I call the truck "Poverty sucks" because, hey man, we're out here getting it, and we never want to be broke. And as long as you do your job and you do what you're supposed to, you always have a little money. And
Cool. I love that concept right there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Now, Matt, we're gonna get up inside here and finish our interview. But this truck has some really cool tributes and stuff on the inside too, right?
Yeah, it's the pinstriper that pinstriped the truck. His name's Van Gogh. He's out of St. Louis. He drew a picture of my wife, and and it's a pretty cool picture. My wife did some glamour shots, not them old gaudy glamour shots from the 70s, but I mean, she did some real nice glamour shots a few years ago for me for Christmas. Well, I opened a glamour shots book, and you know, the older I get, you know, you or anybody else, we can go buy whatever we want, but you know, the pictures of, you know, your family and of history and that kind of stuff really mean a lot to me anymore. So
Yeah.
she took a lot of nice pictures. Well, there was one picture that, you know, I really enjoyed. You know, it was a good picture. So the funniest thing is, about 6 months later, she had made me a blanket with this picture on the blanket. You know?
Cool.
And I asked her, I said, you know, how did you know that was my favorite picture in the book? And she said, well, I noticed you went back to that page like 3 times to look at that picture. So when I redid the truck, I had Van Gogh pinstripe a picture of that same exact picture. So
I'll tell you what, then on that note, why don't we get in there and take a look at everything?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on, let's get in here and take a look. That's awesome. Guys, we're actually sitting on the inside of the truck now, and it is absolutely stunning. Matt, you have done an exquisite job, man, of bringing this back to life. And tell me, man, I know it used to have an entranceway in the back leading to the other sleeper. How did you get that all sealed up and get the truck back to the original setting that it was before?
Oh, we had a new panel put in the back. You know, so we had to take it all apart. They don't make the panel anymore for the truck, so we had to fabricate the panel and have it bent, and then we put a new panel in the back, put the caps on the ends, and that stuff. And then obviously we did the interior. We had the whole entire interior out. You know, it's all brand new from top to bottom. Chris Gebhardt out of Neoga, Illinois, he did all the interior for me, put all that together and did a stunning job on that. You know, but we, you know, re-dynamated it and put all new insulation and all that stuff in here with it.
And man, this truck is absolutely stunning. Guys, if you take a look, Matt has all the gauges. He's redone the hand print freestyle pinstriping on the panels. Matt, this is unbelievable, man. This truck is actually stunning. Now, I know you've been on the cover of a few magazines, and Elegance on 18 Wheels has profiled you. What else is it that Matt wants to do?
You know, I enjoy going to truck shows. I don't care about the trophies. I don't care about any of that. I care about talking to other trucking guys. I appreciate, you know, what you do for the trucking industry, Quinn, to keep people going and that kind of stuff, because, you know, there's not too many guys out here that do that stuff anymore, you know.
Thank you.
And it really makes me feel good that, hey, man, somebody cares about these old trucks, and somebody cares about, hey, getting us out there and, you know, showing the trucks off and doing this kind of stuff. You know, I mean, every part of the industry, it takes a certain person to kind of help out to do that.
Yeah.
You know, guys asked me, I went to a truck show last week, and like I was telling you before, Quinn, I haven't had but, you know, this truck at a couple shows, you know, and when you know, I come back last week from a small truck show, you know, everybody asked me, hey, what did you win? What did you win? And I didn't win anything because it was non-judged, but I won the satisfaction of talking to a bunch of people. It was for Down syndrome kids.
Wow.
You know, I donated money. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow,
that's really
great. That is really moving. That's what it's all about. It's not always about getting the show rewards and all that. It's actually just being there and socializing and showing true what love is. And man, you are filled with that. Yeah. Matt, man, thank you so very much. I appreciate you for everything you do, and I know it took us a while to get to this point, but man, you have really made my day. Guys, you'll see what I'm talking about, because Matt is taking me around Kankakee today, and man, we've had a absolute ball. And to have this type of equipment out, man, and we stop in traffic and everything else, but Matt, man, you put a smile on my face, man, that is unbelievable. So Matt, man, I know we've been shooting all day today, man, and we've got a lot of thanks and appreciation. We've got a lot of people riding by, stopping and taking pictures while we were shooting. I need to ask you, tell me some of your thanks, man. Who do you want to be thankful for, and some of the things that Matt has done that that really touches your heart?
Well, first off, you know, I'm most thankful for my family. Okay. As anybody should. You know, I hear people a lot of times say, say things about their family, or hey, I don't get along with this one, or I get along with that one. And the only people you got in life, man, are your friends and family. That's
Yes.
it. You know, there's nothing else. You know, you can help anybody, and you can give, and you can you know, give time or any of that to help any organization. You know,
Yep.
because I'll guarantee you might not need help now, but you might need help in later in life. You know, and I'll tell you, you know, there's a few different people. I'd like to thank Chris Gebhardt from Neoga that does my interior. You know, I didn't really know the guy. You know, I met him through this truck, and we've ended up being really decent friends over the whole entire deal. Not just interior wise, but you know, being friends. Talk daily or every other day. You know, a really great guy. And other guys are, you know, the Kenke Tank Wash. You know, I'm proud to have a great truck wash in my town that. You know, they're not just a Blue Beacon, or they're not just a Little Sisters, man. I mean, you go in this place, man, they're family oriented, it's family owned. You know, they take care of you, you're eating you good, there's showers, there's all the stuff. And
Yep.
man, let me tell
Yep.
you what, you know, Quinn, I always brag about it, but we got this truck done, you know. I took it down to Joplin. I'm not a truck show guy. I'm a nobody from Kenke, Illinois. You know, it is what it is. And we pulled in there, man, and I mean, you know, you get 800 trucks down there, and they're going to give away 8 trophies because it's a non-judge show. And they pull me up front and give me, hey, Pride and Polish Award from Zephyr, and it's a 5-foot tall trophy. And,
Congratulations.
yeah, hey man, I got the best tank wash in the country, in Kankakee where I live, and that's why I rep them. You know, because they do such a great job. They take care of me. You know, they do everything I ask, and they really do a great job. And to call me out of all them people to go up there, you know, that's a huge deal for me. You know. And that's about it, man. J&S Custom Polishing, they polish my trucks. They do an awesome job. They really take care of the stuff, you know. But you know, in life, I can just be thankful for my family, my friends, you know, and that kind of stuff that I value the most.
Well, thank you so very much. And Matt, you know, you mean the world to us, man. And you know, we got a chance to spend the day together, man. And I feel like we've been knowing each other forever. And
It's great.
Thank you so very much for spending the time and sharing your art with us. And please, by all means, you be safe out there and keep on trucking for me, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. We love you. Take care, buddy.
Thank you, Quinn.
Guys, I hope you like this interview, and I hope if you see Matt, man, on the road, give him a shout, man. Say hi to him. He's really one of the coolest cats you're going to ever meet in the world. Matt, man, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
It's
Quinn.
been an honor.
No, for sure.
Now let's go out here. Let's go out here and show these guys what this big rig will do.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Take care. This is super cool. You guys know I'm a hot rod fan, so this is absolutely a beautiful combination for me to actually get a chance to see. I want to thank Colin for bringing this down and adding it to the shoot today. It has been absolutely beautiful today. Thank you guys.